Hey guys, I'm your host Angel,
Hey guys, I'm your host Paige.
and this is the Dear Little Me podcast where we give you weekly updates on Demi Lovato every Sunday. If you are watching us on YouTube, here's your reminder to head over to Spotify, listen to us there while you're on a drive, cooking dinner, doing homework. It helps us a lot if you listen to us on Spotify.
Yes.
And be sure to subscribe to us on YouTube and follow us on Spotify so you never miss an update.
And boy, do we have an episode for you guys.
Yes.
It almost feels like we're like a broken record because we just briefly kind of talked about this topic, and I did not expect this to be an issue however many months since the album was released, but
Yeah.
I'm sure you guys have heard about it. There's a ban in the UK for the Holy Fuck poster or like the album cover. I'm sure you guys all know what it looks like
Yeah.
and why that would be. But it's people are saying that it's offensive to Christians. I'm just trying to figure out why this is an issue now. Why are we talking about this now?
Well, I don't know why the articles just came out now, but I heard something about like 4 days after Holy Fuck's release that it was being banned like across in stores. The poster, the
Mm.
CD was not being stocked it was only being stocked in like Walmart, but not in like Target, Urban Outfitters, like the bigger stores that sell like CDs and records and stuff. So I
Yeah.
heard it was like cut off completely like right after the release, but maybe just the articles are coming out about it now.
I don't know because I saw this video on Twitter. Let me see. It's under my okay, so Sharon Osbourne, they talked about it recently on I don't even know what this is, Talk TV. So it's like they're talking about it like on TV and stuff. And this video I saw made like a really good point, which I want to like touch on after, but I did want to read some of this article that is on CNN Entertainment. Like who cares? Like why is this a topic? I don't understand because it like this article was from January 11th. The album came out in August.
Yeah.
So it's just like it's very strange that it's a new year. Like why is this being brought up now? But so I guess it's there's a regulator has banned a poster promoting Demi Lovato's most recent album for being likely to cause serious offense to Christians, which is like we said, we had talked about 2 episodes ago with your coworker. Do you want to
Yeah.
like reiterate kind of like what was said?
Yeah, so one of my coworkers at my old job, she is a Christian, and she out of the blue like asked me if I listened to Demi Lovato, and was saying how offensive the new album cover was because Demi's portraying like sexiness with Christianity and Jesus on the cross, and it's just all these like different reaches that they're trying to do. Honestly, it's an album cover. Like, are we really
I
like?
know. And it's going back to the what Sharon Osbourne said in the interview when like Sharon was all like this is just why are we talking about this? It's not that big of a deal. And she made a really big like a really solid point that like when you go to stores and you see horror movies, like the album or the cover of like the DVDs or even I'm sure they had said who was it? That someone else did an album cover like this. Um, I don't remember, but like this is it's already been done before. But when you like think about horror movies, like how gruesome like the covers of those look like, and then there's horror movies based off of possessions and stuff like that, where that could be offensive, I guess, to Christians or whatever. I'm not we don't want to offend anybody, of course, but I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of people that are in the fandom that are Christians that aren't offended by it. Like,
Yeah, that's what I was like. I don't even think it's not like Demi's the first artist to do it either. I'm sure if you look up album with cross like on Google, a million album covers will come up.
I'm
Demi's
gonna
not
do it.
the first person to come up with an album cover like on a cross. And
Yes.
also, I feel like it's just Demi that people like because there's so many things that like any other celebrity could do it and no one gives a shit. Like the alien thing. Like people were so offended by Demi believing aliens were real. But if any other celebrity was like, yeah, I believe in aliens, people probably wouldn't give a shit. It's just like a thought.
And if you don't like it, no one's forcing you to look at it. No one's forcing you to
Yeah.
listen to it. It's not, you know what I mean? Like, just don't listen to it. Um, I don't know. I think I like kind of was going to talk about this in another episode, but I don't know if this person still watches our podcast. I know that they did in the past, and I don't mean any harm, but I'm just using this as an example because I had come across their fan page and they, you know, made a post, an announcement that they were like leaving the fandom because they're, you know, dedicating themselves completely to God and, you know, whatever their choices, and they just were agreeing with like what Demi was doing in this new era, and you know, what have you. But I just feel like it's, are the songs offensive? Do you find the songs offensive? Like,
I feel like the only thing that people might find offensive that I can maybe like put some benefit of the doubt to is like that Demi was taking like Bible verses and twisting them,
oh, okay,
like
so
that one in
heaven.
heaven.
Yeah.
So I think that might be the only thing that people might be like offended by, but like it's art. Like people, artists are, they all create in different ways. And if that's how Demi chooses to create and express themselves, I don't see how that's an issue. Like you said, like just don't listen. It's not
Yeah.
that hard.
Right. And we all know that Demi, you know, goes through different phases in their life like we all do, and that was what they were feeling at the time. And the next album is not going to be called Holy Fuck Part 2. Like it's going to probably be a completely different vibe. So you just never know. So it's like these people that are leaving the fandom. I wonder if they'll come back. You never know. But
Yeah.
I just don't, maybe I just don't find it offensive because like I'm not religious, so I really feel like I don't have a say, but I'm curious for anybody who is. I mean, I think we could have a mature discussion in the comments. Like I've seen Lovatic say that when the album was first released, like they weren't a fan of the album cover because of their religion, but they didn't leave the fandom because of it. So I'm curious, like comment down below like what your thoughts were of the album cover the first time you saw it. I remember I was like, what the, I think I was just like, what the hell is this? Like I was,
Yeah, I mean, yeah, at first glance,
yeah.
it's like, are you sure about this, Demi?
Yeah.
But
But I didn't even think about it being offensive just because it didn't offend me. So that's me being like closed-minded and not really thinking about anybody else but myself. So that was like, but like I feel like it's not something that is I don't know, like it's not affecting people, you know, it's not hurting anybody. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
and like
Like, it's
also
hurting their
like,
feelings, but
yeah, I think the only, I'm trying to think because like the only song on Holy Fuck that like could be offensive, like I'm thinking is Heaven. Like none of the
or
other
like
songs,
holy fuck,
or
but
Holy
that's
Fuck, yeah, but I'm saying like
yeah.
people are offended by the album cover. Like there's so
Mhm.
different alternative covers out there, like artists that make where you can download it and change it manually on your computer, however you want to do it. But like there's ways to like go around it. I think people are just trying to nitpick any little thing and be like, oh, I'm understanding because of this. When it's like you,
Yeah.
there's so many things you could do to like, if you don't like the album cover, like it's a reason to unstand completely. I don't know. I feel like that's just
Yeah.
weird.
I know, because the album, I mean, it's not bad. I mean, City of Angels, like that's fun. I mean, like the other songs, like Substance, like the songs are not bad. Skin in
Yeah.
My Teeth, um, Freak, like what is so bad about it? Just
That's what, I
besides
think
the
it's just
album,
literally the album cover that people are offended by because Demi
yeah,
is like being portrayed as like BDSM on a cross bed. I think that's why people are getting like, no.
yeah. I'm trying to see what else in this article, like if there's anything else like worthy of sharing. Um, they're just saying like that they must, okay, wait, it says under the UK's code for non-broadcast advertising, ads must be prepared with a sense of responsibility and must not contain anything likely to cause serious or widespread offense. So where did these people complain to? Like, did they see it and they went and filed a complaint? Like, where were these posters? I'm just okay, hold on. I feel like I'm missing something.
I didn't even know that there were holy fuck posters. Like,
Right? Um, Okay, according to the report published by the ASA Wednesday, the complainants challenged whether the ad was likely to cause serious or widespread offense, while some also suggested it was irresponsibly placed where children could see it. Okay. But why is this an issue now? Why is this big? Why are they there's is this like why this album tanked? Because
yeah.
they're not letting it like I just feel like this doesn't make sense to me. Um, oh, okay. Okay. Okay, a division of Universal Music Group argued that the posters, which appeared at 6 different sites and which were removed after 4 days.
That's what I
Yeah,
heard, the 4 days.
yeah.
Yeah.
Primarily included the artwork from the singer's album and denied that they were offensive. We considered that the image of Miss Lovato bound up in a bondage style outfit whilst lying on a mattress shaped like a crucifix in a position with her legs bound to one side. Oh my God. Which is like a I'm sorry, which is supposed to be like Christ on the cross. Together with the reference to holy fuck, which in that context was likely to be viewed as linking sexuality to the sacred symbol of the crucifix. And the crucifixion was likely to cause serious offense to Christians. So, though misspelt, it could be clear to most readers that they meant holy fuck. Okay.
No, it's clearly
So,
holy Fvck.
yeah, exactly, right? Lovato's eighth studio album, which was released in August, deals with difficult issues including drugs and alcohol addiction. Yeah, so it's like I think at the end of the day, I'm just gonna be like, I just don't get why it's an issue.
Yeah. I don't
Yeah,
either.
I don't.
It's honestly, the holy fuck era has ended now anyway. I feel like it was good that
Right.
this article came out after the tour was over and all of that, because I feel like if all of this backlash was coming out while tour was still happening, that it could have like affected like tour and things like
Oh my
that.
God, like when that mom went to did we ever talk about it? When that mom
The mom
went,
brought the kid.
did we talk about it?
I'm not sure.
Oh wait, oh my God, when the mom brought their child, I don't know how old the kid was.
But the mom was thinking Demi was gonna sing like "This Is Me" and get back. And
Like, oh, and then like posted the TikTok, like we didn't know that it was gonna be like, you went to the holy fuck tour.
yeah.
What did you expect? What did you expect? I mean, and then she was like, we had to leave early, and we were hoping like we expected Demi to sing like their classics, which Sorry Not Sorry, Cool for the Summer, Heart Attack, that was all in there. But if you didn't leave, and it's not like Demi wasn't doing anything offensive on tour. I feel like
No,
it was.
Demi was barely even moving, at least at
I
our show. Like Demi
know.
wasn't even dancing, or like they could have been like doing all sorts of like
What
shit
if
all
Demi
over the
had a
stage.
cross, like a bed cross on and was laying on it?
Yeah.
Like, oh my, like there could have been, it could have been way, it's not even bad. Like I can't even say way worse because it wasn't even bad. So,
Speaking of that though, I was thinking the other day, remember from the Tell Me Love Me tour, the Lonely set with the spinning bed?
yes.
That would have been cool as fuck at the Holy Fuck tour with the cross bed. I know people would have been offended,
Imagine.
but it would have been cool as fuck.
Yeah, it's just, oh my God. I don't know, but I feel like I obviously don't want to offend people, but it's also not my
Yeah.
problem, I guess. But like, Demi obviously doesn't care. I just wish that this was going on I think it would have been good promotion. People would have been like curious when the album was released. Like maybe this is getting Demi streams. You don't know. That didn't even know about this album are
Oh
hearing
yeah.
about this, and they're like, "Ooh, now I'm curious," because people are nosy, so they want to see like what's going on. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But um, I think that wasn't it banned like in Walmart when the album came out or something.
It wasn't put out at all in like Target, Urban Outfitters, and like those are the best selling stores for new albums. It was only put out in Walmart, and like people,
Oh,
I mean, I guess people still go to Walmart for CDs, but like Target and Urban Outfitters are like bigger for selling like
yeah.
music and albums and stuff. And it wasn't promoted at all like in there.
Yeah. So I wonder if that has to do, I'm sure that's across like a bunch of people's mind, like if this is the name of the album artwork is what made the album perform the way it did. So I wonder if like the next album Demi takes a different approach that it'll do better. I don't keep up with the stats, so I really don't know, but I just know I haven't heard any of the songs on the radio. I feel like it's like disappeared. The era's
Yeah.
over so fast.
It's
Like,
like I feel like it was like worse than the Dancing with the Devil era. Like we don't know what happened to that, but like what happened to Holy Fuck? Like all we got from this was a tour, yeah, but it still came
yeah.
and went as fast as Dancing with the Devil.
Yeah, that's true. I feel like if Demi was able to tour back when that album came out, that it would have been longer than this era.
Yeah.
But who knows? Maybe something's gonna come after the holidays since Demi's clearly taking a break.
Yeah.
So
Did you see that some people were like going as far as calling Demi like selfish for not caring about like numbers and stats and stuff like that? Because I saw a tweet where someone was like, I'm surprised that Oak still works with Demi because clearly Demi doesn't care about like his money and like the rest of the team and like their money because Demi doesn't care about numbers and how the songs do. So people were saying that like Demi's selfish for like, because obviously like they probably knew like naming an album Holy Fuck,
Yeah.
doing that album cover was risky. So people are being like, oh, Demi's selfish because they weren't thinking about their team and how this could affect their revenue and things like that.
Because I feel like Demi's whole life, they've been worried about other people.
Yeah.
With Demi's old team, like remembered like we can't get you treatment or whatever because that's gonna like basically like we're gonna be out of a job. Like if
Yeah.
you know aren't making money, like we're not making money. So it's
Yeah.
like I feel like they probably knew that going into creating music with Demi or Demi's team, like that Demi doesn't care about like the numbers. Um, but also I feel like that's coming from, I'm assuming, Stan Twitter.
Yeah.
And they just want Demi to do well so that they can have that bragging right to fight other stands that we talked about like last episode. So I feel like that's selfish. Like the fans are being selfish saying stuff like that because you just want to be able to say that Demi has like a number one album or whatever, sold so and so many copies of this album so that you can prove your point on why so and so is better than that person or that
Yeah.
artist. So, but I don't know. I feel like it's just a freaking mess. I'm curious what this next era is going to be like, if Demi's going to take a break for a little bit, or how everything is going to go, you know?
Yeah.
I'm excited, but I also, have you been listening to the album? I put it on in my car for the first time in a while and I was like, oh, this sounds like the first time I'm listening to it. It was so good.
I haven't listened to the full album probably since the concert, like since we went to the concert.
Really?
But like I have like songs from the album like on my playlists that like I hear
Yeah.
now and then. But yeah, I haven't listened to the album like all the way through since like before the concert.
Yeah. I feel like there was a point where I wasn't listening to it for a while, but I still really do enjoy it. Like it's not one that got old quick for me.
Yeah, I do that with all of the albums though. Like every time like a new album comes out, like I'll play it through over and over until I get tired of it, and then I'll just have like my select few songs that I like from the album
Exactly.
in my playlists. Because I
Yes.
feel like if you just play the album over and over, then you're gonna like start to not like it because it's gonna get old. But if you have like your favorite songs and then go back after a few months and listen to the full album again, you'll learn to like appreciate it more because you haven't heard it in a while.
I think what I want to do is have set aside a day or a couple hours, I don't know how long it will take, to just listen to every single Demi song, like every album in a row, just to experience
All the way through,
like,
yeah.
yeah, because I'll listen to albums, but I'll skip songs. So I just want to, even ones I don't really like.
Like a
I think
Demi marathon.
yeah, and then we can watch Camp Rock and
Both Camp Rock's Prince of Protection program. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Honey
Well,
with a Chance.
oh yeah, all seasons, and then we're gonna watch. So no, I'm just kidding. Not so random. Do you ever watch that show?
So random? No, because Demi wasn't there, so I didn't care.
No, I'd never really watched Sunny with a Chance. I actually watched it in full in 2013 for the first time. Like I never was really a fan of. I wasn't a fan of Demi till 2011. So at that time, the show was like Demi wasn't on the show anymore. So I was like a Hannah Montana fan. I was like a Miley Cyrus, like all the way. Like that was
I watched Sunny with a Chance, but I wasn't like a Demi stan until Unbroken. Like I didn't even know I knew Demi made music outside of the show, but like I knew Demi because of the show and because of Camp Rock, not because of the music.
Exactly. Yeah. I knew Demi from the Camp Rock. Like I would watch that all the time, but I also watched that for the Jonas Brothers. So it's crazy to see how we've evolved and like dropped all these other people on the way. Like I don't follow Miley too much, but I was very obsessed with Miley when I was younger. I think we all can pretty much relate if we're around the same age. We were all like fans. But we were talking about how long it's been since the album, and it's crazy to think that it's been 5 months. Is it today or tomorrow?
Tomorrow, the 17th. Yeah.
Since 29 released.
Yeah. And 29 is Demi's last single that we've gotten.
And I don't, is it a no music video? I feel like that could have been a really good music video. Like there could have been a really good message behind it.
I think it could have told a story, like the Tell Me You Love Me music video. Like I think there could have been a whole like plot, something like that.
That would have been a good, I feel like Demi could have done a lot with that for sure, because I saw the impact that it made on TikTok.
Yeah. Like everyone was coming out and telling their stories like to the audio. Like Demi missed the opportunity to like, especially like because I feel like in the music video, like at the end there could have been like a like, I don't know, like a hotline to call for like people experiencing like abusive relationships or something. I don't know, like could have used it like as like a fundraising thing too of some sort.
Yeah, maybe something is going to come because you think about, remember we got like Nightingale that randomly
Yeah.
months later. Yeah, so maybe there's something like, maybe, I don't know, probably not,
Yeah,
but
Melon Cake music video was really random.
right, yeah, exactly. So we never know with Demi. That would be really interesting. Watch tomorrow we get a music video for 29. No.
Out of all the songs on the album though, like not even thinking of it as like singles, what song would you like die to see a music video for?
City of Angels.
Really?
Yeah, City of Angels. Absolutely. That would be so fun.
I would love a music video for Freak. I don't even like the song, but I just feel like the music video would go
You don't
hard.
like Freak?
I don't know.
Oh, wow. Oh my God. I was listening to, I'm like, this is really good.
No, I mean,
Really
Freak
good.
was always like at the bottom for me. Even when we go, if you go back to like our initial album reaction,
Yeah.
like it was like at the bottom for me. But like, I feel like a music video would be dope for that song.
Yeah, it would be. What do you have like a vision for it?
I just feel like just a lot of like headbanging and screaming
Like
and
on a
like
stage or something?
yeah,
Kind of
like
like
on a
Here We
stage.
Go Again, but more
Yes, like
mature.
yeah, like just like a lot
That would
of
be
like
cool.
aggression. I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like it's just like a very angry song, like Demi like throwing shit, and then like young. What's the feature? The guy's name? What was it?
Oh,
Some
Young Blood.
yeah, young blood. Like he can come out of nowhere and like I don't know, something like that.
Yeah,
Or
that would
Feed
be,
with the
but
wolves.
oh yeah. I yeah, I feel like City of Angels would be really cool because I feel like that could be such a fun music video of just like being around LA, like different spots in LA and just
Yeah,
maybe like including old clips of like Demi Young in the beginning and from like I don't know, you being like 15,
yeah,
here for 15 years and just going into I don't know, that I feel like that would be a really fun one. So,
yeah,
yeah. But yeah, 29. I think we wanted to touch a little bit on this because I saw this on Twitter and I think it's super important to talk about because um I feel like some fans just don't know their limits.
hmm
And I feel like this is such a serious thing. I don't know if you wanted to kind of address it. I don't know if we don't really need to read the tweet, but kind of like break down like what was happening here.
yeah.
Uh,
So there's I guess I didn't even remember this scene
Me
honestly.
either.
Um, but if you guys know, Demi has said like a few times that they are a survivor of like sexual assault, and they talk about like how while they were on Disney, like there was someone that they worked very closely with that was doing that to them. So someone was speculating, um,
That it was somebody from like a scene on
I seen it on Sunny with a Chance. And then
because it's the age gap.
yeah, do I say the age gap? I don't.
Well, oh, yeah, I would say you could say
So
that.
the guy, who is this guy? I don't even
I have
remember.
no idea.
Like I don't even
No
remember this
idea.
guy. But the guy in I guess the scene was 24 and Demi was 16 at the time, and
Mhm.
you know they kissed, and so people
Yeah,
are basically like saying like that was the same dynamic as Demi and Wilmer, which like I
yeah,
think a TV show 1 second scene kiss is a lot different than a whole relationship, but
yeah. But this person was trying to figure out who Demi was referring to. As we all know, like Demi had touched on it in the documentary of
hmm,
what had happened to them, and they were trying to figure out who did this, and they posted this, and again, I don't even know who it is. I probably should have looked up who this person was, but some random person from Princess Protection Program and was saying that he's a suspect, my personal number one suspect. And I feel like that is none of us should be doing that because that
yeah,
ruins people's lives and we don't know anything. And if Demi wanted us to know or felt like they felt comfortable sharing that or that was like, that's their decision. And so we shouldn't be trying to figure out who it is,
yeah. And
we're
there's like
not entitled to everything to
yeah,
know.
and there's like a lot of factors to take into consideration as well. Like you said, it could ruin this guy's life.
Yeah.
Also, if like Demi were to come across this tweet, like they could have like unwanted memories coming back that they weren't ready to be brought
Yeah.
up again. Like there's just a lot to it. So I like people like going on to Twitter and like making these huge reaches and huge jumps. I think it's all for like the attention and like because this tweet I did see it got like a lot of like quote tweets and retweets and comments
Oh, and
and
they were all like, delete this. And I think
yeah,
it's deleted now, but
yeah, it's literally all for the attention, I feel like, because like there's like there you have no proof. There's no other reason for you to tweet something like that other than for like reaction.
right, and I don't know what they were expecting. Were they
Yeah.
expecting a positive one and people to agree? And then who is this man? I don't know. I'm sure somebody knows who it is,
Yeah,
but
I mean, clearly he wasn't a big enough character in the movie since we don't know who. Because I'm trying in Princess Protection Program, like, was he like?
oh wait, he was in the show in Princess Protection Program and on Sunny with a Chance.
But like, who is it?
I don't
Was he
know.
one of the people that worked at the smoothie shop thing that Demi failed at? I don't.
No idea. I'm sure someone knows and they'll let us know.
Someone comment below where he's from.
Not that it matters because I really don't feel like we have no proof for it.
Yeah.
We have no proof to be like, yeah, this is, and I've never sat there breaking down like every person Demi's worked with to try to figure this out. Like that is not that's not our place.
And it's not our story to tell. Like you said, if Demi felt comfortable sharing, clearly they only wanted to share that much. Otherwise, they would have shared more, I'm sure. Like if they wanted to bring that person like to the light, but they weren't ready and they didn't want to. So I don't think it's fair for us to do that for them.
And I'm sure everyone else watching this would agree with what we're saying on that, because I'm not saying like all of addicts cross the line, but there's always those select few that do things like the Photoshop thing that we know that Demi's not a big fan of. And we've talked about that. We'll link that episode down below if you haven't seen. We had talked about fan edits, and obviously this, like, you just, at the end of the day, it's not our place to, do the investigation. But I don't know. But moving on to our next segment.
Dear Little Me segment. Yeah. We're sorry we missed this the last 2 episodes, guys. We didn't forget. We just didn't have a topic.
I didn't even realize. I totally forgot we didn't do it.
Yeah. Well, so maybe you forgot. I didn't forget.
Oh, I did. And then you reminded me.
Yeah. But for this week's Dear Little Me segment, we're gonna someone actually suggested this. Let me get a name because I forgot.
Okay.
I'm gonna go on Instagram and find it. So someone send us a DM with a bunch of topics, and we wanted to thank you because if you have been listening to us for a while, you would know.
Flourish with Charlotte.
Yes. Flourish with Charlotte.
Talked before in the DMs. Thank you, Charlotte. You gave us some really good ideas.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because if you guys have been watching us for a while, you know that we always struggle with the Dear Little Me segment. So any suggestions always help us.
Yes.
But the suggestion we are taking is if we could rename each album, like what would we name it?
Yes.
So I think this is pretty interesting. So I already had my idea in mind. I don't know if you already had yours also, but
are we naming them like it doesn't have to necessarily be after a song title?
No, it's just renaming them in general.
Okay. You have them all?
I don't have them all, but I have like the first 4.
Okay, you share your first one and then I'll do my first and then we'll go like
okay. So Don't Forget, I am going off another song title. I feel like Don't Forget could have been named like This Is Me, because like it's like Demi's first
album. That would have been cute. Is This Is Me? It's not on that. Oh well, that's a Camp Rock song. But yeah, that would be really
like that would Demi's first album coming out of like,
that would have been a good one.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I have to agree with you on that. What if you had to choose one from a song title from the song?
From the album?
Yes, from the album. I feel like Don't Forget is good, but also Believe in Me.
Yeah, Believe in Me could have been, but I feel like it wouldn't, because it wouldn't have like if you're going off of like, I don't know, like Demi, I feel like that song was not actually what Demi was feeling at the time. Like True. Demi did not believe in their self. I don't does that make sense?
Like, yeah, no, I know what you mean.
I feel like if like something like really just like encompass like where Demi was at that point and encompass all the songs, that's why I think like This Is Me. It's like coming out and like a new artist. Here I am. This is who I am. This is me.
Yeah. I like that. Okay. Second, Here We Go Again. What would you name it? I feel like Here We Go Again is such a good name.
Yeah, I think so too.
So I'm happy with that one. But if you had to choose,
if I had to pick a new name, it would be self-titled. I feel like Here We Go Again should be Demi's self-titled. Instead of album number 4 being Demi. I think Here We Go Again should be Demi.
Oh my god, that's what happened here? There we are. Sorry, guys. I have something popped up for me. I think So Far So Great would have been a good one.
So
Like, it's So
not
Far So Great.
Sunny
It's
with a
going
Chance
good.
theme song, yeah.
It's going real good so far. So this is me. So Far So Great.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I feel like Unbroken is a good title for Unbroken because it's like Demi coming out of treatment. All the songs are pretty much like the ballads and slower ones. So I feel like that's really
I think You're My Only Shorty.
no.
No, I don't. Yeah, I think Unbroken or In Real Life. I don't know. It's like my real life. I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like Unbroken fits that the best.
Yeah, I think, or like Skyscraper, if any of the other songs.
Yeah.
That's like the one that was the most popular from that era.
Right. Okay.
And then self-titled, I don't think it should be self-titled at all. Maybe Heart Attack. I think I can name it like Heart Attack.
Let me look up the songs. I already need to put them up.
Or Neon Lights, because there was the Neon Lights tour.
Maybe Warrior.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool too. But I feel like 2 albums in a row of like
Unbroken,
Warrior. I don't know.
Or Really Don't Care. Like, I don't care what you have to. That I feel like Really Don't Care would have been a good title for this.
For Holy Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Next album is Confident.
Yeah.
Oh, there's so many albums now. I can't even keep up.
I would call that one Firestarter because I feel like the whole vibe of that album is like fiery, like
okay, yeah, I like that.
Deal. Or Wildfire.
I would say For You, like it's for me.
Specifically for you because you're a For You fan.
This the longest title is Cool for the Summer. Everything else is like one word basically.
Yeah.
Lionheart. I'm gonna say For You for that one for me. And then the next one is Tell Me Love Me. Is it really?
Yeah. Wow. Tell Me Love Me.
It seems so off. I don't know why.
For Tell Me You Love Me, I would say
I have one.
I'm trying to
I have one. Okay, so for Tell Me You Love Me, like you guys, if you've been following my Lovatic journey for years, and you know I had a podcast called Days Like This. Yes. And I wish that Tell Me You Love Me was like the song was called Days Like This. I feel like that would have been a cute title.
For the album or the song?
Like for the song and for the album.
Yeah, I would say for the album that would be a cute cut, like Days Like This, and then like the cover could, I don't know. Yeah. I like the rose that was like in that era. So I feel like just like a wilted rose and then like Days Like This.
Yeah, that's cute. And then we have Dancing with the Devil. I think just The Art of Starting Over would have been a good one.
Yeah, I don't like the whole like double title.
No, me either. What about you for that one?
Yeah, I would say just The Art of Starting Over or just Dancing with the Devil. Like I don't like because I feel like both. I get why it's both of those songs because it's like both ends of what Demi was talking about in the album, but like even just one of them.
Yeah. Okay, and then Holy Fuck. I feel like Happy Ending or Freak.
Yeah, Happy Ending could work because it still tells the like progression of the. I'm trying to think of like because you know how that album is like literally a story from start to finish. So I'm trying to think of like what because it is like a happy ending in the end. Like it ends with Forever for Me.
Forever. I think Freak too would have been a good one.
Yeah, because that was like
how it all started.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been. That was fun.
Yeah.
I feel like we could have went more in depth, like really like figure it out. That was a quick, like if I had time to think about it, I think I would have picked like lyrics or something, but
yeah,
maybe we'll do something like that in the future. But our highs and lows for the week. You go first.
My low is that my MacBook that I got in 2019 decided to spontaneously combust, so I had to drop some money on a new Mac, which I love it. I am very happy that I have a new Mac that isn't slow as fuck.
Yeah,
because the other one was just crashing and slow loading with everything. So that's my low, that I had to drop some money on a new Mac. And my high would be that I finally started my new job today. I don't know if I talked about it in the last episode, but I was like waiting to
think you
start my new
did.
job. But I started it today. For those of you that don't know, I am a registered behavior technician, so I provide therapy to children with autism. It's very rewarding, and I love what I do. So
Yes.
happy to start.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see how you like it.
Yeah, I'll tell you.
Um, so for my low, oh goodness. I guess it's always good that I can't think of a low. Because my life is just butterflies and rainbows, you know.
Yeah.
No, you know, I've it's kind of stemming off of like my low last week. It's just I've been feeling a little like unmotivated. I don't know. I feel like with the new year you have a lot of pressure to like reach your goals, and here's your reminder that you don't always have to have goals for the new year. You can just continue living your life as if it's not a new year. I mean, it's nice to have something to work towards, but you don't always need like don't stress yourself out if you're almost a month into the new year and you're like, wow, I haven't done anything. Like feel like I haven't like accomplished anything. You have time. Like that's all you got to remind yourself is you have time. So yeah, that would probably be my low, just feeling unmotivated. But my high is I got a new computer too, guys. I talked about it in my last, and I have it. I'm on it right now. It's beautiful. This is causing like giving me motivation, motivation that I needed. And then I have my new planner. Oh, my new planner. I love it.
I saw you post it. I literally followed that shop.
I saw you followed it. Yeah, it's so good. So this has been fun. If you guys need a planner, you can DM me and I can give you like the name or the link to it. It's so cute. I'm over here like promoting it, but yeah, so that'd be it for my highs and lows, I think.
Yeah. So thank you
Yeah.
guys for joining us on this week's episode of the Daily Me podcast. And we hope you stick around to watch us next weekend and all the weeks to come.
Yes, and we've been pretty consistent. Sorry we're a little late this week, but
Yes.
I don't know. Maybe we should discuss changing our upload date to like Monday. I don't know.
Yeah, so we
Like
have the whole
recording
weekend to film.
Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll see. There might be some other changes coming, but thank you guys so much for listening. We really appreciate it. Give us a like on Spotify, follow us over on or subscribe to us on YouTube, follow us on Instagram, do all the things and stay connected with us. We'll see you guys next week for your weekly dose of Demi.
Love
Yes.
y'all.
Bye guys.
Bye.